Hey guys, Dio here again, coming back with the series of guides for secret ponchos. Today I'm gonna show you guys Gordo. Take a look at his stats here real quick. He has really nice fire rate, really nice range and HP. The speed is okay, stamina is not so good, and his damage is low. But he has a Gatling gun, so his DPS is really nice. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Let's pick him up. So this is Gordo. Let's take a look of his skills really fast. Gatling gun, Gordo's Rage, Molotov throw, trail, Molotov express, and the freight train. Alright, so let's show off Gordo's skills really fast. This is the first skill with the Gatling gun, is just the normal aim and shoot. This is the second one, which we call the stomp or the stun. It hits on a AoE around Gordo. It has a cooldown, so beware of the cooldown. And let's show his Molotov skills. Now this is the first Molotov skill, which works like Kid Red's dynamite. You can just throw and it will burn over there. The other Molotov skill is just the fire trail. You put it behind you and to prevent people from following you. And it has a recharge time on the Molotov. Like if you throw and throw one again, the second one will make a small fire because it didn't recharge, so you have to kind of wait for it to get full. And the fire, as you can see, deals a lot of damage, but you know, only when people are on top of it, of course. And it doesn't do damage like instantly. You have to, it's like 0.2 or 0.3 seconds after it hits the ground that it starts to do damage. And as you saw there, you can hurt yourself with the fire. Gordo is not immune. And the other skill with the Molotov is just the trail, and we can dash to make a bigger trail. And I believe that's all Gordo skills. Break, move and hold. So that was all Gordo skills. Let's talk about some Gordo combos now. Well, Gordo combos are just basically Gordo has one combo, is just stun into shoot. Or you can stun and throw the fire, or you can like throw the fire and like throw the fire like this, push the guy into the fire and hit him. This is not very reliable because it's really hard to get someone like that, but you can like stun, throw the fire and shoot him. This is the best Gordo combo, but the one I use most is just stun and shoot. This is the only one that really matters when you're playing Gordo. But of course you can always try something new, and maybe you will come up with something that's really good. Like that. And that's pretty much all Gordo's combos. It all relies on the stun, and that's the skill you have to be aware all the time, because especially when it's on cooldown, because Gordo needs the stun to be able to defend himself from people when they are rushing you. So beware of the cooldown. And let's move some to talk about some Gordo tips. Well, Gordo can shoot above obstacles, but only when he's near. If you like get away, he will lower his gun and the shots will not go over. But when you get near, he lifts his gun and you can shoot above them. Gordo Stomp goes through everything. This hits through walls, through everything on the game. As long as the guy is in the AoE range, he will get hit. Doesn't matter if he's behind a wall or something. Gordo speed, he starts really slow, but he will become faster and finally hits the his full speed if you just don't stop running for a while. And if you do anything, it will reset his move speed and you will have to start over. All you can only change weapons and he will not lose the speed. But if you aim or shoot or do anything, he will lose like that and start over. So take advantage of your maximum speed, especially to get faster on places and to try and hit your stun. Well, Gordo has really bad turn rate, so if you try to fight people in open spaces, it's really bad for Gordo because you have to hit people only in a straight line and they can no dash around to prevent you from hitting them, and it's really bad for Gordo to follow people up. So always try to fight people near some obstacle that you can hide, because Gordo this will help Gordo in a lot of ways. First way is that when you're on cover, like people can't hit you if they're on the other side, of course. And if they come near you, you can always stomp and shoot them. So you can use the obstacle in your advantage like that. And even if they are in another, you can just dash and stomp here and shoot them and get in cover after. You can also use the cover to reload your bullets faster, because Gordo has a really bad reload. As you can see, his reload is really bad. It's really slow. So you have to reload on cover a lot to be able to get your bullets back. But if you already near some cover, you can shoot and reload when you take cover, and you always have your bullets when needed. And the other thing that helps Gordo a lot fighting around obstacles that you can cover is just to get stamina back, because Gordo's stamina regen is really bad. So you have to, and he only has 2 bars, so he's the worst character when it comes to stamina management on the game, I believe, because he only has 2 bars and his stamina regen is really bad. So being around cover is always nice, so you can take your stamina back, get your bullets back, and use your stomp, if people get close or try something. But beware of the things that go over small objects. most outlaws have some tool that goes over, so you just have to be aware of that. And you have to play Gordo really defensive. He's not a rush down character by any means. Of course, you can like be aggressive sometimes and try to get a stun and shoot people and do a lot of damage like that. But Gordo, I believe the best way of playing him is just babysitting your friend. Like you will serve as a protective friend the whole match. Like just beware of who is shooting your buddy and be ready to just come in and shoot a guy back and protect your friend like that. I believe that's the best way of playing Gordo. Use your fire to zone, so people don't go where you don't want them. Especially on places like this, like people can come from multiple angles and you don't want that, so you can like throw here and prevent people to come out of the house, or maybe they will do anyway, but at least if they do that, they will risk you hitting a stomp and getting them back into the fire and you shooting them after. So it's really dangerous for them if they do that. And you can all, of course, use the fire to poke, especially when you have vision advantage. Like people are coming from top. If you throw really the maximum range, they can get hit at least once from the fire, and well, that's another good thing you can do as Gordo. And I believe that's all. Just fight near cover, protect yourself at all times, use your stun whenever you can, like whenever you can stun the person, you do it, because this will make sure that you do some damage after, and it's really awesome. So do that and protect your friends and play defensive. Gordo is not a really offensive character, guys. So play him with really careful, and you're gonna do well. And that's all for Gordo. Let's talk about some builds now. It might surprise you that I'm not gonna say damage and HP here, because Gordo is the first character that I believe the most important stat you can put on Gordo is fire rate. And you might think, but why put fire rate if his fire rate is already maximum? But that's really the reason, because the fire rate is so high that when you put perks, the perks will get more value because they are percentage based. So Gordo will shoot even faster, guys. It's possible. So he will shoot really fast, and because of that, his DPS is gonna be really high. Especially if you have someone like a gunman on your team that can mark someone and you can just do this. Like if this kid was marked, like he would die, or at least be near dying just with that. Some shoots, some shots, and his HP would be gone. So Gordo needs everything that can increase his DPS, because he's not a very mobile character, especially because his move speed keeps resetting all the time, and even when you dash, it resets again. So one of your best defenses, besides the stun of course, is gonna be just you shooting back people, because Gordo, he staggers a lot because of his increased fire rate. So when you're shooting people, even if they are shooting you back, they're gonna shoot you like slower because you just hitting them, and you're gonna stagger people more, and that's gonna buy you some time, to maybe get a stamina back while you're aiming and just get out, or maybe it will be enough time for your friend to come in and save you. So that's all there is to Gordo. Uh, for other stats, I recommend you just fire rate, but you can he can use speed, because when you have speed, his maximum speed is gonna be even faster, and he's gonna run really really fast with speed. Stamina regen, it's nice, but I don't recommend really too much. HP is always good, get more tanky and just take some more damage to be able to die. And damage is always nice too, but you guys can try everything. I believe the only really really important stat for Gordo is fire rate, to increase his DPS, because when you don't have fire rate, even if you shoot someone and they shoot you back, it's really, unless he's a trapper, it's really like likely, it's more likely they're gonna out DPS you. But if you have fire rate, you're gonna out DPS most outlaws as Gordo, and that's why I I pick fire rate as the first stat. And besides fire rate, you guys can go for pretty much anything. Right now on my Gordo, I spent a week playing fire rate and damage, and I switched to fire rate and HP just to see. And I have similar results. It's not like damage made a lot of difference or HP, but fire rate is the stat that really makes a difference when you play Gordo. So prioritize fire rate, and besides that, you guys can use pretty much anything. I just don't recommend stamina regen. I think stamina regen is the worst stat for Gordo. But other than that, you can pick up pretty much anything you want. And of course, feel free to try other builds. If you wanna try other something else, feel free to try and see for yourself. And that's all, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this guide for Gordo. It's a little shorter because Gordo is just a really simple character. There's not much you can say about him, and he's a easy character to pick at first. So if you wanna try him when you're learning the game, he's a really good character for people to pick it up alongside Kid Red and some others like Killer too. But if you like Gordo, I recommend him for beginners. And that's all, guys. Don't forget to go to the Steam chat group and talk to the players and the devs that hang out there, and ask any questions that you might have. And of course, comment on this video if you wanna talk about something related to the game with me, or maybe something, whatever. I will read and answer you guys as soon as I see. And that's all, guys. I hope you guys enjoy and pick Gordo and have some Gatling gun fun on Long Tree. And good luck. See ya.